Does not feel like the first week of December.
It does not. A December day doesn't get much better than weather we saw today, does it?
Fabulous.
We saw a high temperature this afternoon of 80 degrees in the city and out at the airport, which is 15 degrees above normal, as you can see there. The lows this morning way above the average of 44. But this time of year, when it gets unusually warm, you know it's not going to last very long. There's always a cold front somewhere behind, and not far behind, and it has already moved through the area. Now you're saying, well, it doesn't feel too cold outside. You're right. The cold air is still lagging behind, but it has blown through. You can tell that from our camera. It's kind of jittering around a little bit there. That's because a north wind is a little bit on the breezy side still at this hour. Our temperature's down to 57 degrees. Obviously not nearly the quality of cold front that we saw on Thanksgiving Day, for example, or the one last week that brought us the very cold morning there toward the end of the week. In the morning, we're forecasting to be down to about 38. But now, compared to what we saw this morning with a low of 60, it is pretty significant. By noon tomorrow, 52. And compared to today's high, which was 80, and tomorrow's high of only 58, very noticeable front for sure. Temperatures out there right now already down to 49 degrees in Burnet and up in San Saba. Still 54 in Georgetown. San Marcos, you are at 59. 58 degrees in Bastrop. Again, in the city, it's 57. At the airport, it's the same. Skies are mostly clear. Our winds are out of the north at 8 in town. At the airport, the wind north at 20 miles per hour and gusting up between 25 and 30 miles per hour. Sunrise on Sunday morning at 7:13. Your allergy forecast for Sunday, mold count, not likely to be much higher than medium. Well, you can see where that cooler air is. While the front's already down to San Antonio and approaching Houston, the colder air is back up here in the big country in Concho Valley. 44 in San Angelo, 40 degrees in Abilene, freezing up there in the Amarillo area, and some of that colder air will settle into our area during the overnight period tonight. We are seeing a little bit of high cloudiness come in behind the front, but nothing too significant, not enough, I don't believe, to insulate us at all. The jet stream pattern right now remains well up to the north, and as a result, the rain-making systems, and in the north it's snow-making systems this kind of time of year, will remain to the north of us. Had one of those snow-making systems. In fact, it's still snowing over the Great Lakes area tonight. Chicago had a dust, well, more than a dusting. Some of the Chicago suburbs, about 7 inches of snow today. Canceled more than 300 flights there at O'Hare as a result. Now, the interesting thing that happens over the next several days is that little buckle in the jet stream over the Great Lakes becomes a big buckle this week, at least through midweek, and that keeps us in a cool flow, keeps the cold air, or the coldest of the air, to the east, but it does keep us cool here in Texas from tonight all the way through Wednesday. By the end of next week, we'll begin to warm up just a little bit. Temperatures around the area overnight turning colder, and then tomorrow cooler, then Monday cooler. Same thing on Tuesday and Wednesday, but little in the way of any, in fact, nothing in the way of any precipitation chances. I could have put in a slight chance on Tuesday, some sign that we could get a bit of moisture return on the top of the cool air. I'm not real sure about that yet, so we're going to leave it out right now. And if we do get moisture, it's not going to be enough to matter. Tonight, there's where we end up in the morning. Now, those are your lows, 30s to near 40 degrees, and then your highs tomorrow only in the middle to upper 50s and could hit 60, I guess, in some places. Tonight, a few clouds, otherwise breezy, and 38 first thing in the morning in Austin, 58 tomorrow. Mostly sunny sky. North-northeast winds begin decreasing just a little bit. And then I'll tell you what, every morning is going to be cold through the first half of the week. Monday, Tuesday, maybe even a freeze in Austin early Tuesday morning. The high temperatures still don't get out of the 50s until maybe Wednesday. But the end of next week, and at least the first half of the weekend, looks pretty good.